Hi, everyone. I am Colin Swanson, one of the two upper school learning support teachers. The other one is Miss Jackie Brick. For the past, well, this is the beginning of my fifth year here at ASM in the upper school. For the first 3 years, beginning in 2018, I was the learning support teacher in the upper school, and then in my fourth year, last year, Miss Brick, who had spent 20 plus years in the lower school, joined us in the upper school, and we began working. Each of us began, working with students in grades 9 through 12. The reason I gave you all that background is because that leads us to sort of the big change that happened this year. Miss Brick is working with the ninth and 12th graders, and I am working with the 11th and 12th graders. And the reason we did that is because it plays to our strengths as educators. Miss Brick, with the ninth and 10th graders, is focusing very heavily on ensuring they have an organizational system in place before the the students start getting a lot of homework and exams and projects. And then she's also doing a lot of academic skill building for students who have weaknesses in, let's say, writing or reading comprehension. So she's really reinforcing those skills. As the students get older and move into 11th and 12th grade and into classes in the IB classes, International Baccalaureate classes at ASM, their needs change. As we get older, our needs change, and so that's kind of where I come in. I pick up sort of where Miss Brick left off in terms of those executive functioning skills, which is what you would call organizational skills, time management, planning and prioritizing. A big one is task completion, which is literally just finishing your work and make sure it's submitted on time, and you're taking care of things like that. Also working to ensure that students are using appropriate study skills and preparing for exams as well. Miss Brick and I all do that, but that's some of the work I do in 11th and 12th grade. Another big piece of the work that I do is with Dr. Bree, who is the coordinator with the International Baccalaureate, the IB coordinator here at ASM. The IB has certain guidelines that we have to abide by when we are providing accommodations to students, testing accommodations. And so I work with her to ensure that the appropriate accommodations are being, given to the students who have barriers to learning. And then I will coordinate with Miss Brick to ensure that the kids in grades 9 and 10 are receiving the exact same accommodations that they will in grades 11th and 12th, because we don't want a student having access to 50% additional time on an exam in 9th and 10th grade. And then when they get to 11th and 12th grade, we say, sorry, you can only have 25% now. That's not ideal. So I work with Dr. Bree and Jackie, Miss Brick, to ensure continuity as the students come along through high school with their accommodations. I also do work with I'm the SSD coordinator with the College Board. That basically just means that I'm in charge of applying for and handling accommodations for the PSAT here at ASM, and ensuring that the students who are going to take the PSAT and the SAT are also getting the accommodations that should be afforded to them on those exams. One additional thing I've taken on this year is I've decided to, with so many 11th and 12th graders taking IB math, I've decided to move into an IB math class and become a student to learn the curriculum this year, so that I can better support the 11th graders that I'm working with now this year and as they move on to next year. So I'm going to have to pause this video at the end of part one and pick up part two in just a second.